All right. Hello again, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to another session of Live Coding with Oddball. We're going to be working on the Widget Anywhere app, which lets you create a widget out of a web page and display it on your home screen or on your Wear OS smartwatch or even on your Google Nest Hub smart display. So, a little recap where we are so far. We've created the screenshotter. It can open up a website in a background service and take a screenshot. We also created a UI to kind of select which part of the website you want to screenshot. And last episode, we finally got the Google Photos API working, and that's how we're going to kind of hack our way into the Google Nest Home Hub smart display. You can't actually write apps or widgets for the Home Hub, but it does display your Google Photos in a slideshow, pretty much all the time on the display. So my idea was, well, let's just create a special Google Photos album and we just upload our screenshots into that album and just have one photo in the album, and the Nest Hub will just like cycle through and just display that image, and it'll be like a widget on your smart display. It would be cool if Google opened up development for the smart displays and let us create widgets, but until then, we have this. So, so last time we got the album, we were actually able to list albums. Creating an album still doesn't work because right now I'm only requesting read-only access. So supposedly if I just delete this, then I should be able to have write access. And then I'll be able to create an album, upload an image. So that's all well and good. I think we're not going to just go through that right now because that's just kind of tedium. What we're going to try today is do a little more Jetpack Compose work to kind of create the settings screen. So you can choose, okay, I want this to go to my home hub or my home screen widget on my phone or on my watch. So we'll create that UI, and the home hub part will have a place where you have to log in to Google Photos and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get started. I think we have this snapshot editor screen here. Okay, getting back into Compose land. It's going to take me a minute. So we have this screen here. It's got the address bar. You can select, the area you want, and then it gets you the snapshot, which is like basically a URL and a rectangle of the part you want to save. So let's see. Next part, I think we need to make another screen where we can kind of set up like the schedule and what kind of widgets we want to make with it. So let's go ahead and just kind of, I think we just copy, well, let's make a new snapshot. Let's see. They have let's call it the snapshot config screen. Close enough. And this is going to be a composable. And this is going to complain here. Oh, right. Not a function. It's a function, not a class. Yeah, good old Compose. Okay. So now I need to remember how to use Compose again. It's been a while. Okay, I guess we'll take in this view model. What is this? Yeah. So here's what we'll do. Let's take the same info basically here. Take the snapshot view model, which is basically a way to save snapshots, and we will have a snapshot config editor. Okay, we're going to make that, and we'll take a snapshot. Oh, I see. This is, oops. Right, it takes a, this is on snapshot saved, I guess. Config saved. Unit, but it's also going to take a snapshot. Okay, we're going to pass in the viewModel dot. Interesting. Now, how do we have it on here? The editor screen doesn't actually, oh, I see. So we haven't hooked up our editor screen yet. So what we need to do first is maybe, so we have the snapshots list, and that creates a snapshots item, and right, and that just, it's just a list of things. So eventually we need to make it so when you tap on it, on click new, oh no, we need to make it so when you tap on an existing snapshot, you edit it. We're going to do that later. Right now we're going to make a preview. Big screen preview, and then widget anything theme, and then this. Oh, we actually want this snapshot config editor, a single snapshot. Okay, now why don't you like that? I have a snapshot right there. What's happening? There you go. Okay, preview. Let's load this here. It's gonna not preview anything. Oh, got some problems here. Oh, okay, so this is actually going to pass a snapshot config. Now you really shouldn't put your models in with your view code, but I'm just doing that for now because it's cheaper and easier. So basically for the config, we're going to want like an interval, snap interval, right? And that's going to be like a duration, I guess. Duration. Ooh. A duration. Let's try to spell. We'll add more stuff later. So this we have the config is a snapshot config. And then on, it's actually on config saved. The interesting part is like, do we want to be able to save snapshots and config separately? Or do we want to kind of make sure they're all at one thing. That's a good question. And I think probably actually a snapshot should have a config. I think that's what should happen. Oops. Right, we don't have a way of doing that yet. Okay. Well, what we're going to do eventually, I think, is we're going to load this from an ID or something. All right, anyway, let's try not to worry about that right now, maybe. So now we have add snapshot. We're going to need an update snapshot, which means our quick little trick of using a behavior subject is no longer going to work. We're going to have to create like an actual real database, possibly. Or just a list. Maybe just a list for now. Yeah, so instead we can just, oh, you know what? Actually, this is the whole list, so we can't actually make update snapshot really in our little now we're gonna do snapshots.find. All right, value dot find, and there's probably some fancy Kotlin way to do this where we can take a whole list and then swap out only the one we want to change. But I think instead what we will do is, yeah, what is all this? Find last, fold right. I think we just want to copy it, but you know what we can do is this map. Could be interesting. So I think we're going to need an ID. We have an ID here. Or should the URL be the ID? Yes. I think you should only have one snapshot per URL, probably. Where are we? Where's our model? So if the URL, actually we'll just use an ID for now. This might get fancier later, but what we can do right now is just create a getter and this is actually get equals URL. So ID is just URL right now. Maybe later it'll be something else, but for now it's just URL. If it ID equals snapshot ID, then we're going to update it. Oh, I think we just do snapshot. Blam. Else it. So that's a funny, maybe silly way to copy an array and replace one item. And then we will just new snapshots. And then we will add that to our list here. Now this should never be null. I don't know, I wish we could just, behavior subject should, never actually give us a null value, so I don't know why it's complaining about that. This is not thread safe either, I don't think, which is unfortunate, but whatever. So now we got update snapshots. So view model, we're gonna update snapshot, and basically snapshot equals view model get snapshot. Right now we'll just get the first one, but eventually we'll replace this with the ID or something. Get snapshot ID is a string, I guess. Now we're going to get fancy here. Okay, we have a type alias snapshot ID. Is for now just a string. And the ID returns a snapshot ID. So that way when we change it later, we can just change these two values and everything will work. Just thinking ahead, that's what we gotta do. Okay. So get snapshot, just a single snapshot. We're going to return snapshots value dot find where it dot ID equals ID. How dare you? Right. May not find it. So we're going to turn null if that happens. And that's okay. ID is right. Right. Well, now is this not going to work at all? That's okay. We'll deal with that later. Okay. And what's interesting here is, if there's no snapshot, we should return an error, I guess. Show an error, which would be interesting. Here's snapshot is null. Let's do this. And so here we will show some kind of error. Hopefully that will never happen because we have total control over this and what's happening. What's going on? How do I just have normal text? Is it called text? I thought it was called text. It's called text. Why is this difficult to import? Android Studio, come on, buddy. Oh God, we're using these? Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's one of these. Big screen, probably one of those. Material text, interesting. Okay. So Okay, so now, yeah, now if we, oh yeah. So on snapshot config, if that changes, we're going to snapshot now all these are supposedly immutable, you know, so we're going to have to snapshot URL, snapshot bounds, snapshot.config. Now this can take config. And it can be optional for now. I'm not sure I really like that. Nulls are always annoying. And what we could do instead is just create a default config. That's that might be better, but whatever. Config saved, so we actually need a snapshot here. New snapshot. Okay. Blah blah blah. All right, so we got that part down. Now we actually need to draw something. What? We don't need a config. Defaults to null. Okay. You know, let's just move this into that other file, even though these should all go in a models file instead. Let's have those there for now. Okay. Well, now we can at least start drawing shit. So, drawing stuff. All right, so we need basically a column. No, we need rows. And we're gonna put a, oh, actually we're gonna need a save button up top, right? And we kind of already have that, the editor screen a little bit. Outlined button. So we will first have a row. Right. I don't know why what? Oh, you have to add if it's a scaffold, huh? Oh, for a floating action button. I don't think we need that. So first we will have a column here. Okay, yeah. And then a button that just says save. And when we click on it, we're going to call saved. And now we're actually going to have, we're going to have to remember this, right? val config by remember or something. And I forget how all this works. Where is the editor screen? Let's just copy and paste. Mutable state of do we want a config already, or do we want a let's have these individual. Yeah, we'll just do these individually. Oh, excuse me. Whew. All right. We're going to default to 1 hour. Okay. And right. Okay, interesting. Oh. Import, yes, that's what we want to do. And then when they click it, we're going to create a new snapshot and tell them, here we go, here's what you saved. Okay, and I think that's it's kind of, well, that's the first thing we're going to have on the screen. And then the second thing is we're going to have, you know, what kind of widget. We're probably going to want multiple widgets. So like if you want multiple kinds of widgets all updating, we can do that as well. So we'll have a list of widget types. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh, still building. Cool. Great. Awesome. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to want a duration. So we're going to have another row, I guess. Or I think actually what we're going to have here is going to be, yeah, we're going to have a list of widget types. Okay, wow, really taking a while there, compose. In the meantime, let's see if we have some kind of number picker thing. Compose material number picker. Oh. Content slots, blah, blah, blah. No, some I feel like this is not going to. We need the compose material catalog, text fields. Right? Text fields, what type do they have? So we got text fields here. I don't think they're gonna have the fancy thing that I want, which is like a number button thing. They really thought of everything, didn't they? this stuff going on. Okay. Let's see if it... Oh, wow, it's still building. Somehow I don't think it's going to work. Die, 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 die. Oh, great. Alright, well, we're going to need more rows. We're going to need another one of these. Val types, widget types. Well, this is going to be a list of. And then this is going to be a list. Widget type. And then we're going to go back to our place where we're kind of cramming all the models. Widget type. I think this actually, well, we're going to, we'll just have widgets. It's actually going to be a list of widgets first. Widget, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to have a widget, and it's going to be type widget type. And this is going to be an enum. Do we have those on Kotlin? Pretty sure we do. What do we got here? We got home hub, basically photos. And we got widget, and we have where. Really, they're more like devices. Phone widget. Where tile. Yes. It's gonna be a val, right? And I think what we're probably going to do is actually make this a sealed class. So sealed classes are really cool. They're basically a feature in Kotlin and a lot of other languages, and actually in Java now too. The latest version of Java, not Android. Android doesn't have it yet, but sealed classes are basically, it's kind of like an enum, but the enum is a class, if that makes any sense. It's like you have an interface, and then you can extend that interface with your subclasses, your concrete classes, but you can only have a limited amount of, like, the ones that you make, those classes are all you have. And so it's kind of works like an enum. Like, you can be like, all right, well, I have, the widget type is of this interface, and we know that it's going to be one of these specific classes, concrete classes, and then that way we can kind of add specific configuration options and stuff depending on the type. I think we just type sealed class, right? Is that? But why would we seal the class? I think it's sealed interface, right? Interface. I don't really know if that's going to be the easiest way to do this, though. Anyway, we'll just try this for now because this is all we need to do. Just need a widget, and it's a type, and there we go. All right, so config screen. Now we have widgets types. These are actually widgets. And so widgets, map, row, and we're going to write, let's see, what do we have? What kind of type it is. It's like a Google Photos type, I guess. Type. We're just gonna name this, it'll be easier. So home hub, and we're gonna make a home hub. You know what? Do we need this stuff at all? Like, what are we gonna put here, really? We're gonna have, okay. So if it's a Wear OS tile, yeah, I don't think this is probably too advanced for now. Like, we could add an icon or something later maybe, but for now we'll just put text field of, you know, name. Okay. And you know what? We are going to need a fab on this, aren't we? He's still working. 27? 27 compose previews? I think you may have messed up. Just guessing here. Okay. What if we just clean the build? Will that work? No, that's just yet another thing that it's going to do. Okay. Great. I think we have to restart now. Cool. Great. So what happens when you don't update your Android Studio? It really gets kind of funky. It was real out of date. Like a year out of date. Stuff moves fast in the Android Studio world. Okay. Anyway, we have our widgets. Yes. Are you going to complain? No. Cool. Don't want that. Okay. So we're also going to want a fab now so we can add widgets, maybe. I'm now thinking maybe people would want a different duration for each. Well, if they want that, they're just going to have to create another thing. Wow, look at that. Woo! Okay. Very nice. All right. So, yeah, we also need another row for the duration. I'm just going to copy the text field from, what is it, this one? There we go. So this is our duration. Just string? I don't know about that. Hours to hours, sure. And then on value change, equals for our of hours. But bam. So it does not take fractions. So we definitely want people to be able to do by minutes too. So maybe we should just do minutes, I guess. And then we can have little plus and minus buttons that like subtract 1 hour. That might be too fancy, maybe. Maybe we'll just do it. It. Okay. Duration.value. First of all, I guess. Mutable. Nope. What's going on? Okay. Val duration, yeah. By remember, these are all vars now. Oh, they're vars. Okay, interesting. What are you complaining about now? Wild. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Of hours, and we're going to do it. Parse float. How do you do this in Kotlin? It dot float. It is a string. Is it? Oh no, it's not. Wait, on value change, yes. What do we have here? What are you giving us? I don't think we need keyboard actions here. Not go, we want done. Label. This is a composable function. Text field value. What? String? Wow, okay.
Oh, can you watch the sound, please? I have to bring the stroller up.
Okay.
Can you all start? Can you all stream?
Yes.
Okay, well.
So take snapshot every, and then somehow it'd be cool if they had some way to prepend or append like hours there or some kind of, let's see, they have trailing icon. It'd be nice if it had trailing text. What do they have here? Trailing icon. Supporting text? What is that? I guess we just see what happens. Okay, now it is not happy with me again for some reason. Come on. How dare you? Come on, what's going on? It says this has supporting text. composable. Alright, whatever. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's not going to build. Long string dot to string to float. This will parse it? I don't know. Maybe. No. So I suppose if it fails to parse it, we need to well, for now we just won't do anything. We just won't save it. Hours float, and this will be actually minutes. Hours float times 60. Too long. Right. If hours float unequal to null, why would you put that all the way up there? There's no sense. Okay. Alright, so now we have, basically they can type in a fraction of hours if they want. And still rendering preview. Oh, very interesting. Feel like I'm missing something here. Like, do we need a box first? All these need to go in a box? I don't know. Let's see. Will that work? Don't know. You'd think row would, you know. Oh, places its children in a horizontal sequence. Right. Derp. Okay, we don't need a box. What we need is a single row. Okay. Right, that makes sense. Inline text field and the widgets. They all go. Sorry about that. Whoopsies. This will actually be a column eventually, I think. Okay. I'll probably put a column here as well, maybe. Okay, now when you're into the preview, everything should show up as rows, right? Yeah, kind of. In a horizontal sequence, vertical sequence. Oops. Right. Oops. This is actually row. This is column. Wow, I don't think that works either. What's happening now? Okay, column. Let's look at the list. Yeah, Each list has a column. Yeah. Blah de blah. Yeah, oh, there it rendered. Just took a bit. Okay, interesting. No, it doesn't quite look that great, but interesting. We need some padding up in here. Tab row defaults, I don't know. Able to say 4DP. That's awkward. Oh, you know what? It's because that should not have the... I think it needs to be... Yeah. Every column has this padding. Probably. Something like that. Anyway, we got our save button. Wow. Got a bit of padding. Probably need a bit more. And then so now we have 1 hour. Supporting text. Let's see if we can do that this time. This outline text field does not seem to support that. Must have an old version or something. Label visual transformation. What's this? Oh, interesting. Maybe I could do that. Let's see how that would work, huh? Visual transformation. Yeah, and then we just text plus hours. Transformed text, annotated string. What's this? Annotated string. I don't know. What's that mean? String? Yes? Yeah, okay. I feel like this is more complicated. Alright, visual transformation. Filter. Text, the original text. Transformed text. So let's see. Transformed text. What's an annotated string? Yeah, we don't need any of that. Well, we could do something fancy later. String. Transform text. Interesting. Don't need that. Okay. offset mapping. Bidirectional offset mapping from original to transformed text. Yeah? Okay. Offset to the original text. I think we can just do normal. We can just do identity. Text takes an annotated string. Okay. So now we have, what we're going to do is pass it text is dot plus I don't know how to construct this thing. So we can use a builder probably. Builder. Text, or we can just give the normal text and then append, add style. So maybe that's, or is it push style? Add style, yeah, that seems. Oh, I see. You have to do this normally. You can do push style. Span style dot color equals material theme dot colors dot is it text? Typography? No. Colors. Whatever. Secondary. This isn't a. You! Fine. This is hint text color. So we're going to push style, then we're going to actually add the text. What is this? Push style gives us an int. What? Append. What does push style mean? To any appended text until a corresponding pop is called. Why does it return an int? Yeah, why is it called an int? That makes no sense. Okay, we need an example of how to use this, because this is just annotated text. Compose. Text in composed. Show us how to do this style text. That's not what I mean. Multiple styles and a text. Build annotated string with style. Oh. Okay, interesting. This is what we actually want to do. Get out of here, you silly Java code. With, okay. Import with style, color, and text color. Append hours. Oh. No. Stop doing that. Dude, are you kidding me? Hit text, and then, yeah, something like that, maybe? Oh, this is... See what happens there? Kind of, I like the API. You know, once you learn it, makes a lot of sense. Makes it very easy to add, well, we'll see if this visual transformation does what I thought it would do. Okay. Its text is clearly not right. Build annotated string, builder, apply builder. Okay, so I guess I thought this would work. Maybe we just have to append. Let's see if this works. Drawing. Yes, look at that. Pretty cool, right? Okay, that's pretty cool. Clearly way wrong color. There should be a, color text hint or something. I don't... Content color for it now. Background is light. No. On background. On secondary, primary variant, primary surface. Alright, let's look it up. Look it up. What do we got here? Compose material. Okay. Theming colors, yeah. Alright, so colors. See, background, surface, on, secondary, on. These are all, they don't have any, like, gray text. Come on, man. How would you not have gray text? It seems... Oh, maybe we'll just use alpha, huh? Oh, okay. Local content color, local content alpha. High, medium, okay. Let's try this. Secondary. There's some way to add. I don't know. Local content color. Just show us an example. Alright? Like, show us the example, buddy. But no, it's not going to do that. On background. But then we just need colors. No, that's not correct either. Some way to make this change the alpha really easily. It's the thing with compose, it's not just everything's extension function, so it's like impossible to find anything. I did a alpha here, didn't I? Yes, we did the canvas. Let's see, draw rect, BG color, color copy. That's what it is. Copy, and we're going to make the alpha 7.5. And that will just make it a bit lighter so they know that they're not editing that part. Apparently not enough. Not enough. Should be enough. It's weird. Oh, there we go. It's starting to work. That's pretty cool. 5 is too much. 6. It's not enough. It's 5. I feel like that contrast is going to be not great, but okay, whatever. Whatever. So, pretty cool. Visual transformation. Neat little trick there. They really thought of everything, didn't they? Alright, well, we have this now. So, I feel like this is a good time to commit, right? Yeah. Okay, committed. There we go. So let's see now. Okay. Now we got this screen. Now we need to actually create widgets here. And I feel like instead of a fab, you should have an actual button. A fab is very confusing sometimes to people. So I think what we can just do instead is have a row here with a button. It won't be an outline button, it'll be a normal button, I feel like. Outline button, add widget. Okay. And on click, we are going to widgets plus equals new widget. It's not that easy though. We're going to need a menu. Maybe a fab would be easier if it's one of those pop-out fabs. I wonder if they give us that Usually Google does not just give you the pop-out fabs because those are too fancy. Make you do it by hand. I don't know. Let's see. Where's you got my components here? Buttons? Hello, buttons? You got any buttons? Components, buttons. Seriously doubt they have the buttons. Okay, where a list of components. Shapes, emphasis, elevation, material components. Show me the components. You guys got a fab? Extended fab? No. Yeah, that's what I thought. They got a fab. Whoopity-doo. It's specs. Do they have a pop-out fab? No. No, they do not. Small fab layout, large fab. Well, that's a big old fab. That's fabulous. All right. So that's interesting. You know what we can let's think about this. If they're going to want to add a widget. So say they want to add a home screen widget to their phone. Really, they're going to start by on the home screen dragging a widget there, and then they're going to want to hit the config button and do this whole situation. So we probably wouldn't even really have the widget types here. Yeah, it's just the home hub makes it tricky. Same with the watch, right? The watch, you're just going to add a tile on your watch, and then maybe tap on the tile to select which kind of snapshot you want to show there. But for the home hub, it's trickier because you can't really do that on the home hub. So we would need a separate interface for that. Yeah, that's tricky. Tricky business. I feel like we need a separate. We almost need a button just for home hub, and the rest are just automatic. The rest you can just decide. So I think we'd almost need, because the other thing I want to do is combine your home hub, big screen, right? So maybe we have several different widgets on there. So it'd be cool if you had an edit screen where you could combine different snapshots into this kind of home screen for your home hub, and then it would composite all those images into one image and upload it. So we'd almost need a separate screen for the home hub where you can select multiple widgets instead of adding, a home hub to a specific widget. All right, now that I've thought about that, that's why you think about your UX design before you start coding. Luckily, I didn't get too far with this part. So we're just gonna, let's not care about this. Blah blam. Don't care. Okay. And you know what? Actually, I think what we will do here, you know what we will do here, I think this screen will actually, this is the config. Yeah, so now that the config is only one field really, I think this screen should be the screen that you end up on when you're trying to edit. And then we'll have another button for, like, you know, setting the URL and stuff. So maybe we'll do that instead. Okay. We will do that instead. Okay. Yeah, so let's add another button here. Button's actually fine. Outline button. This is going to be edit website, or so on click here, we're going to basically change site. And then this is going to go up here. On change website clicked, really. And then outline text field, oh no, outline button. Color 0 button. Defaults. Outline button colors. No, it's not an outline button, it's a fill button, I think. Right? Or something? Alright, let's just check. Check the docs. How do you do it? How do you do it? Buttons. It's so hard to find, like, show me how you do a button. Components. Just show me a normal button. Common buttons. Filled button. How do you do that? Click here. Button. Filled button. How do you do a filled button? Yes. Oh, so it's this button then. Medium. Yep, just normal button. Not outline button. Normal button. What do we got now? This outline button will be change website. Oh no! Now we can't compile correctly? Alright. Uh-huh. Equals. Change website clicked. Do that later. I think we'll actually put this higher up. We got the save button, then we'll also have a row telling us what website we have. So this is just text. URL. Oh, snapshot URL. Okay. Comma area. What's happening here? Got that. Got this. Got this. Need a comma there. I also need the preview. There we go. Edit, change website. Capture area, I guess. Sure. It's all kind of messy so far, but whatever. We're going to make this single line. Guess we're not going to do that. Text take more than this. Line height max lines. There we go. One, and then ellipsize. I mean, how are they going to handle overflow? Overflow. Clip. Overflow equals text. Overflow ellipsis. Cool. We definitely need more padding here. One rule of design is like, if you want something to look better, just add more padding. Usually just makes it look better. You know, I actually think this should be in the same row, perhaps. Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, so now we've got this. You can change your thing here, then you can hit save. And when you hit save, we will save it to the model. Oh, and on change website clicked. Yeah, that's where we're gonna like launch the website editor thingamajig. And I forget how to do all that. Alright, let's just commit what we got here. Because we added a lot here. What do we add? URL. Yeah, basically we added a URL. Add change URL button. Styling fixes. Okay, so now we go to our nav host. Click edit. So we have the snapshot editor. Route for snapshot 3. Yeah, so this should actually take a snapshot ID. Snapshots list screen, basically on click edit. So let's see, we've got our snapshot items. Pass this down. Unclick edit. And we're just going to do interaction source or click. This doesn't like, it does have an on click. Okay, cool. But why are you complaining now? Who cares if it's experimental? Oh, God. Why would I care about that? Okay, this is silly, but whatever. Okay. Anyway, this card definitely needs some way more padding. Okay, 16. So on click edit. And then this is actually on click edit needs a snapshot. And should come out for everyone. And this is going to be on click edit hits. All right. now when we click edit, we will go to this nav host here. It.id, and then route for snapshot is going to, this is going to need to take snapshot ID. Blah de blah. Okay. I think I saw somewhere in some Kotlin video that I watched recently that you can, that they do this for you, but this probably works for now, so whatever. Int type, that's wrong. See, already we're wrong here. See, now that's interesting because now if we change the URL, we're going to change the ID, and then that's going to be not good. So let's keep it an int. Keep it an int. Okay, this is going to be an int now. And then this is a okay. Oops. Snapshot ID equal -1 for not saved yet, right? I'm gonna make this a var, just so, and it's not ideal, but that way when we pass it into the model, which is where? This model, then we can blah de blah. Add snapshot. Let's make this variable here. Current snaps. And snapshot dot ID equals current snaps dot length 1. And that's going to blow up on me at some point, but you know, we're going to replace this with a real database one day. So now we have root for snapshot. Okay. And we have, so on click edit, we're actually going to snapshot editor is one thing. We actually need a snapshot config editor, yes. Snapshot config editor, I guess. Config. It's all the same pretty much. So now we're going to make a new composable. Oh, no. Yeah, navigate to that. So snapshot editor root. And then this is snapshot config editor. Root, and then screen. And config saved. All right, now we go back up to the list, yes. But in this snapshot editor, yeah, this is going to be not great. Well, it's fine. Sure, whatever. We'll deal with that later. So snapshot config screen, on config saved, on edit, no. We click edit, we go to snapshot config editor. And then that goes here, on config saved. We also have this, and we also need now ID 3, whatever. No, you know what, we're just gonna put this, well, okay. On change website clicked. Net. We do need the snapshot in this case. Okay. So now when you click change website, it will go up to the nav host. And then we will navigate to this one. Actually, snapshot editor. Okay. And now we have to pass the IDs into all these, so snapshot editor screen. So somehow we can get the root here. Well, let's try here first. So snapshot. Right now we're going to pull this out as a param. Here's parameter, ID, shot ID. Not the greatest, I'd add it at the end. Let's try to refactor this. There we go. So now this has the ID, and this is actually going to be, so now we can do this root dot, no, how do I do this? Arguments. Oh, can you just get arguments? No, I don't know. Arguments dot, how is this helpful to me? Just parse the thing. Okay. Now we gotta look at the documents yet again. Do we already have this? Yeah, we navigation, type safety. I think this is the one. Blah blah blah. So you have to navigate to this. Argument wrapper. Saved state handle. Okay. Interesting. How does this actually work? Conversation screen. So home screen. Yeah, conversation. Actually, navigate to conversation screen. But they don't parse what they just sent. This is the worst example ever. It's not helpful. Come on. Oh, come on. Just give us a full example that makes sense. Right? Type safe wrapper to extract the arguments of a saved state handle for your view model. What does that mean? Where is this saved state handle? Interesting. So they're saying you should be adding this into your view model? Okay. Interesting. Now, how do you actually do that? They're not passing the view models in here. This is such a woefully inadequate example. Ay. Okay. Oh no, see, this is not even the... It's not correct. Maybe one of these. I just figured it out. I know I was looking at some kind of example code here. Yes, there we go. But they don't do the type safe thing either. Oh, but I think they do parse them at least, maybe. Destinations. So arguments. So we have the arguments here. Arguments get string. Nav stack back and nav backstack entry arguments get string. Interesting. It's not well thought out whatsoever. Single account type arg. Okay. Okay. Nope. Oops. Wrong. Let's see. So this actually is D. And then we have const val arg id of id. It's kind of silly. Whatever. Okay, and now we get int doesn't have any arguments. That's bad news, but whatever. Okay, cool, great job. So now we have to do the same thing for snapshot editor screen, basically. Which means we have to do this now. Basically all of this is garbage. This is edit. Okay. Really strange way of, like, they just didn't really think out the ergonomics of this. Okay. D blah blah blah. And now, so the view model here okay, this is gonna be annoying. Blah, 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 very annoying. So URL, blah, blah. Let's get a little murky if we should really do this. Yeah. Okay, this should be false actually. And then this is actually Okay, so now view model, get snapshot, snapshot ID. Okay. And then if snapshot equals null, your text, error, and snapshot. So this feels very weird to do that, but cool. Great job. So now the preview needs to be fixed. We will make a default snapshot. No. Excuse you. Anyway, snapshot. This will have a companion object with the default equals snapshot of no URL. Bounds 0, 0 to 300 by 200 maybe. Yeah. F, you get an F, you get an F, you get an F, you get an F. And yeah, should be good. So that's the default. So that's nice, because now we can also do that here, I think. Snapshot config screen. And if snapshot equals now, oh, you know what we'll do here? Default, because that's basically, well, no, that's not correct. And the nav host, we want to make a new one, I guess. Well, it should just be, if it's -1, then we're just creating a new one. Like for this screen, that's okay. Defaults. Okay. All right, so I think we got something now. Let's try this app. See if it works. Because it's almost time for lunch. Oh, it's a 2-hour live stream. That's a long time. That's a lot of coding. But to recap, basically we made a... Oh, we can look at our Git history. That could be fun. So we add a snapshot config screen, which basically, we added a way to update the model in the view model. We added a few new model classes, and we now have this snapshot config screen where you can configure the duration and click a button to edit the URL. Then we added a change URL button, yes. And then, now we added all these navigation items here. So we got it all hooked up so we can navigate to each screen when we want. Okay, and this is the wrong screen. But we do have this button, Widget Anywhere. We'll load the app here. Interesting. What is this? I feel like this is wrong. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. What's happening now? Did we load the wrong, let's see, we got the snapshot list, we got a fab. We are supposed to load that on the nav host, I think. Yeah, now what's interesting is like which one is the default. Don't know. Snapshot config editor. Oops, this should be snapshot editor. Right. And then snapshot saved, blah blah blah. And then this one, snapshot config editor. And when you click did it just pull this out? Oh, you punk. On change website clicked. Really need to label your stuff there. It's not cool that it removed that. Okay, so they change website click and it goes to the right place. So yeah, what's happening? What's going on here? What do we got here? Do we need to look at our activity? Is that what's happening? No, that's the wrong activity. Oh, that's why. Snapshot activity, that's what we want. Alright, now it should work. That other activity was just a test activity, which I should probably remove at some point. Or at least make it so it's not the default. Now we got this whole UI, so fancy. Alright, load it up. We got nothing. We add a new one. Error retrieving snapshot. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh yeah, because when we on click new, we actually want to go to snapshot config editor. I think that's fine actually. Oh, this should actually be -1 really. Can't you just do get int like null? Can't you just return null? Yes. Yes, you can. That's much better. Okay. Here we go. Alright, loads the app, loads the fab. Hit the fab. Boom, boom, look at this. Change website. Did not work. Okay, change website. This is -1 because we did not save it. Okay. Okay. But I think, yeah, that's actually interesting. It's because so what we're actually needed when on change website clicked is actually, we kind of need to save it. Well, what we need to do first is like let them yeah. Guess we're gonna have to save it first. Update snapshot. Less than 0. Less than or equal to 0. We're actually going to add snapshot. Right. Okay, because if it hasn't been saved yet, then we just want to add it. So there's more upsert now. And then we will just save this, I guess. Kind of weird. Yeah, it's not really the best architecture. I have to think about this more. Really would be, be nice to see how people handle this. So if we change website, no. Oh, right. Wait, what? No, it's supposed to save. Update snapshot. This will return the snapshot. Right? Why not? Return, and then this, and then return snapshot. It's the same. Okay. Snapshot, which now has the correct ID. And so now not the greatest. I mean, these are very similar. Probably, should not repeat ourselves here, but this should work. It's kind of wonky, and I'll probably refactor later, but it's trying to get it to work now. So we add one. Ugh, why? How dare you? Should be working. Let's try the old. Oh. Yeah, no, but it should have saved, so should be okay. All right. I think we might have a race condition here now. That should be fine. Right, because this now gives us the ID. Well, let's print some stuff. Okay. This. Right. Constval tag post. And then let's try this. See what happens. Oh, look, it's saved. Yeah, I think it's probably some kind of race condition. No, 0. That's wrong. All right, what do we got here? +1. Size is 0. So this ID should be 1. Something not happening. Right, and the default ID is -1. Really don't understand what's going on here unless there's some kind of parsing problem. Interesting. Okay, 2.2. No, it's not. Okay, that's fun. Real fun. 2 hours. Okay, well, config saved. Why isn't it working now? On config saved. Go to the root. Go to the list. They're all 1. Not changing at all. Interesting. 3 hours, yes. Save that. Still thinks it's 0. Snapshot editor screen. Oh yeah, let's check our logcat. What do we get here? Ooh, we got some errors. Cool. Well, that could be it. String cannot be cast to integer. Is this a joke? Fine. What? Okay, this whole, like, type safe arguments thing is completely garbage. Like, yeah, okay. Arguments. Why are they all strings then? Oh my god. Come on, man. Makes no sense. All right. Don't care about that. Why is this not working? See, they cheated because they string type, so they don't have to deal with how this doesn't actually work. It's very obnoxious. How can you like not? How could this not? Right? This seems like they could have made this way better. They could have made this really easy, but instead it's all manual and it doesn't even work like the way they say it should. Oh, cool. Everything's a string then? Then why do you even have these named argument? Like, what does this have to do with anything? Wait, named nav argument. Named nav argument. Destructuring access. What does that mean? Name nav argument. Is there a parse? Put default value verify, choose string. Why can't you just parse the damn thing? Oh my god. Use read write to a bundle. Clearly it's not writing to the bundle correctly. Navigate. Nav options, what are these? No. What are extras? No. Root. Yeah, it's just this makes no sense, dude. How is this supposed to work? Oh my lord. Type safe navigation with compose. Not type safe. Like this state with life cycle. What? Okay. Navgraph builder. Interesting. Each screen should have a nav graph. Do I have a nav graph builder? No, I have composables or something. It's not nearly enough information. Nav host conversation screen is a nav graph builder. Well, that's kind of disappointing. For now, we're just going to do this really lamely. Or null. This is really silly, but it'll work. And then I will refactor it later when I figure out this nav graph builder thing. I just want to see it working. Come on. Let's see it working here. We add the plus. Changes to 2. 13 hours. We save. Now it's -1 at least, somehow. ID is 1 still, but it was supposed to save it. Clearly we got something else going on. Let us debug. See what happens. Snapshot ID. It's -1. So go in here. We go in here. Go over that, over that, over that. Okay, so now snapshot ID is 4. So return. Got a new snapshot. Snapshot is 4. Okay. Well, that's what's supposed to go to the list. But it does not go to the list for some reason. Oh, see, this is using the old snapshot now. Because when we only saved here. Yeah, the problem is you need to be actually... All right, well, Anyway, I'm going to debug this and find out how to do this correctly. And we'll be back next time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you